Sure. So we would have Demarcus, who is an army officer who has recently been coming out of army and he wants to get into IT.
Mhm.
So he has a product management experience of 3 to 4 years with a little bit of technical experience in JavaScript, SQL, Tableau here and there. So he's looking to start his operations in IT, and I thought jumping into business analyst would be the initial good path for him. So he can get to know the business domain, the business lingo, the tech stack that we would be using it when you're trying to be a liaison between the development team and the stakeholders. So that's one of the reasons I want him to get into business analysis. And at some point, once this course gets completed, he would also be going through Scrum Master, product management, and all the other technical departments as well. So I wanted to know what you guys would cover from the business analyst.
Okay. So this is the reason you want to learn the things.
Yes.
Okay. Let me know once you can see my screen.
Sure, definitely.
To learn the business analyst, these are the main tools which you need to know. One is PowerPoint presentation. Okay. Other is Excel and the Word. Okay. These are 3 enough tools which you can survive for the long time. You can survive for the 1 or 2 decades with this. Okay. Now, instead of the PowerPoint presentation, Excel and Word, people start using the Jira tool. Okay. Power BI. Okay. SQL. Got it?
Yes.
So these are the 3 advanced tools where the BA need to learn. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. This is how you can become the business analyst. You need to know the illustration skills. Later, collaboration, understanding the team role, information management, governance, BA tools and techniques, and the document and communication presentation. So you know all this, then you can a perfect BA. These are the 12 modules where we are going to learn throughout this course. Okay. In this, you are going to learn SDLC process, system development lifecycle, or the software development lifecycle. Its methods and methodologies, 6 knowledge areas, requirement analysis process, documentation like SRS, BRD, FRS, and SOW. Later, MVC architecture, BPM, RUP, RAD, UML diagrams, OOPS architecture. Later, area of testing, change management process, and the project management system. So in detail, each module has again sub-process, subtopics. Okay.
So would you guys be doing an like a case study or capstone projects? Would you be giving the consultants an opportunity to just focus on them? Use cases. Okay.
So you have what is the use cases, user stories. Okay. Even you will be facing diagrams of it. Okay. And every day what we'll do is we'll be discussing on each and every topic, and we'll be going through a real-time project details. Okay. And I'll be showing you the real-time project document and we'll be explaining the process. Okay. And after this, what we do is you will be facing 15 assignments in the 30 days. Okay. And it's like a type of a knowledge transferring every day. In the next day morning, whatever is the things you heard it here, you will be explaining us back. Okay.
Makes sense.
Yes.
So it's like two-way street interactive session.
That is called a type of a stand-up call. Okay. Once we join the class, you will be explaining me like what exactly you have done yesterday for the 5 minutes. Okay. And what are the tasks I have given you? Have you done it or not? If not done, what are the hurdles you have faced in doing that?
Makes sense. Yep.
Okay.
Encounter. Make it
Yes.
better.
Later, we have some diagrams called UML diagrams, structural and behavior diagrams. As a human nature, most of the people understand the things by seeing the diagrams instead of a theory, empty theory, or a lot of content theory. Suppose you go for a movie, that you see a lot of visualization in the theater, okay, and you have read some newspaper for the next 2 days. So which part do you remember for the long duration? The one which you watched the movie or the one which you read the news?
Makes sense.
So the visualization, right?
Yep.
So as a human being, even if you want to learn anything in the school level also or in some other levels, we see many images and content related to it. That's the reason what we do is we remember the diagram, and depend upon the diagram, we read the and write the content. Okay. So what we are doing is we are drawing some diagrams to explain the developer what exactly the client require. Okay. So that depend upon that, the developer will prepare an application or the content, whatever that particular team require.
Yep. So
This
you would
is,
also teach them how to do the wireframes here and there, like actors, like the flow basically. Use case.
wireframe, right?
Yep. Perfect. Yep. That would be covered as.
Before the wireframe, even we look out like prototype also. Okay, earlier there was no wireframe. Okay, everything the people used to do it on the prototype. Prototype is nothing but using the PowerPoint presentation. See here we do have three things. One is mockup. Okay.
Yep.
And next is prototype, and third is wireframe.
Yep.
Okay. Earlier people used to draw on the paper and the sketches. Yep. And the pen and pencil, and they used to show the diagrams. Example, our house construction showing in the blueprint.
Yep. Such as you guys use Zeppelin or Invictus or anything, which the tools that could help you out to draw a wireframe.
Yes.
Yep. Makes sense.
Okay. Next, after the mock-up, what happened is the people felt like its design fidelity is very low. Let's go with the prototype. Prototype is nothing but doing a design using the PowerPoint presentation. Later, now the online wireframe, which already we do have a shapes, equally shapes, which already mentioned in the wireframe. Just what you need to do is, according to the client requirement, just you need to adjust those particular options. Got it?
Got it. Yep.
That is the wireframe. And what are the others you are expecting?
One more thing I wanted to ask is, I know you discussed earlier about Tableau, which is visualization, and then we have the SQL and Jira. So would you be teaching the consultants how to get used to these tools, like just an introduction? And would you cover any Scrum Master? Like what would be the role and responsibilities as well?
See, whatever we do have here as Scrum. Okay. Yep. Okay, Azure only Scrum, not Scrum Master.
Agile, yep. Certified Scrum practitioner.
So what we are doing is, in the module 3, we are discussing about the Agile methodology and Scrum. So yep. Here we are jumping the details into the Scrum process here. Okay. So later we'll be moving out how does the Scrum things work, Scrum methodology, Scrum events, Scrum artifacts, and other things. Okay, what is the competition of it to the Scrum? If some people have a special interest and they want to learn the things exactly, what exactly the Scrum do, and we have here the Scrum in deep. Okay, after the Agile. This is the prototype wireframe. Use cases, user stories, and from here we'll be having a details of Scrum Master, how does a Scrum Master works, and what are the informations we require. This is the Agile methodology. In this Agile, 52% of the people use Scrum, okay, and the 14% people use Kanban, okay.
Yep.
Later, these are the other things, lean, agile modeling, or the agile UP. What are the things are going in the market, which I have shown here. Okay. Now, Scrum process, Scrum, benefits of Scrum. This is the Scrum framework. How does it work? Scrum artifacts and Agile Scrum, how it started and how the things will go and what we'll do in the Scrum meeting. This will be the detailed knowledge we'll be explaining depend upon the candidate, how much he's taking in first. Okay. This is what does the product owner do, Scrum Master and the Scrum team do. Okay. Even product backlogs, sprints, reviews, and everything will be there. Like even we'll be explaining like what exactly is a sprint backlog and a list of items, how do we have and how do we need to close it, and how to do the burn down charts. Okay. What are the product increments, decrements, everything will be mentioned here.
Makes sense. Yep.
Okay. So, but if someone has a special interest, someone want to learn everything, the type of intention to learn on the day one should be equal to the day 30.
Yep. That is something I would request the same from Demarcus as well. Every week I'll be in touch with you, Vikas, and him just to see how the progress is going. Because right now we're at cutthroat market, and all our clients would require good business acumen. So I'll touch base with both of you guys, and please suggest any certifications that could be good for him as well. So
Okay.
yeah.
So where are you right now?
We are based in Kansas, but we can attend the coursework remotely. So any US-based certification for business analyst would be great. I mean, we can probably do it after the class, but
Even to do the certification, you have certain things to have before going for the examination. Okay. For the CBAP, if you're going for the CBAP, you need to have some 7,000 hours of real-time experience. Okay. For that, you need to have some 2 signatures from the current client. Okay. 7 hours of real-time experience and their certificate that you are the part of their organization.
Okay. We would be able to get those ones. Yep. So what are the other ones? CBAP, and what was the other one?
Other one is CBAP would be the minimum thing you need to do. Okay. And I prefer CBAP only. And other things are like as a junior content, even if you write that examination, it doesn't help you out in any other things. Okay, it's like just like you have entered into the business analyst, there is a one more certification which is of no use. It's a waste of time. Okay, even it will cost you somewhere Indian rupee 50 to 60,000 rupees for one sitting.
Oh wow.
Okay, and you will be facing 150 questions with 1 hour, 180 minutes.
Makes sense. And this CB, I'm gonna take a look at it even more, and I'll get back. But I think this is something we'll keep it in the mind that once Demarcus goes to the
Let
class,
me
whenever
help
he's
you
done,
out.
then
let me help you out. I have went with the certification. Just can you be on the line for 30 seconds?
Sure, definitely. Yep.
Other one is CCBA.
CCBA. Okay. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
I'll tell you the story of it. It was quite about 6 months ago. I went for the certification at that first time. I got rejected. Uh, Again, I wrote in a gap of 3 months. Then it was, yes, I was able to do that. But what are the certification you do? It's only valid for 5 years.
Yep.
Okay.
That
Yes, and you need to go for the renewal every time.
makes sense. Yep.
Okay. Any other questions on this? And you have an advanced one, which is the head of all the certifications. Let me help you out even with that.
Because we'll do one thing. We'll take the baby steps right now. I'm going to check with Demarcus and we'll start the course. Once in between the course, after 15 days or 20 days, I'm going to sit with you again with Demarcus. We're going to brainstorm a little to see which certification would be better and what would be the timeline and all, and we'll take it forward.
Yes. Okay, that's fine. That's a great thing to decide. For the CBAP, as I said already, you need to have a 7,500 hours of business analyst working experience in the last 10 years, which is related to the business. Okay. And if you're not able to provide any certificate, you are not allowed for the examination for the CBAP. And for the CCBA, you need to have 3,750 hours of real-time business analysis work. Okay, with at least 9 hours is mandatory.
Makes sense.
900 hours. Okay, this is what you need to do. So to learn this course, see, I'll tell you directly, this course will not help you out until and unless you even find out your own way.
Yep.
Okay, this is just a piece of paper. When I even went for the Babuk or the CCBA or CCBAB, so once you read that content, this content is nothing in front of that. Okay, this is just an overall explanation. Even if you sit for the complete